Hello, people of the webs. You may know I'm not much of a fan of Harry Potter, the franchise. I barely mention it, and I'm just not much of a fan. Although I sort of do know a lot about it, because I've seen a lot of people talking about it, including a YouTuber called Sean. I might have mentioned him in previous uploads or videos. I might have mentioned the guy. He's a bit underrated. He is a pal of H Bomber Guy. But just like H Bomber Guy, the guy talks about politics, primarily against anything alt-right. But in Sean's previous video, many weeks ago, Sean brought up a little video about how J.K. Rowling is transphobic. More than transphobic, J.K. Rowling is a very bad person. In the video by Sean, the video shows how J.K. Rowling is one of the worst people to ever live. I'm talking J.K. Rowling, at least in their writings, is against any form of Semitic change, or any change of any society, preferring things to be the same or unchanged. Hence, in Harry Potter, all of the many elves are put under slavery, but Hermione Granger creates the group Spew to help in the fight against slavery. But everywhere the character turns, at least in the books, Hermione is just shot down, because apparently the slaves like being slaves. Basically, J.K. Rowling there in an example of being against any form of society change. Another thing that J.K. Rowling is known for is transphobia. I guess you can say that people that usually think the same usually find other people that can think the same. In this case, evil meeting another person that is very evil. So, J.K. Rowling joins ladies that lunch or laugh off trans fury. So, there's a headline. People that here's more bullshit created by the retards in the Times. Yeah, I can't fucking care about joining the Times. Which prats. Anyway, J.K. Rowling is primarily known, other than Harry Potter, for their controversy because they've commented or tweeted many things that can be said to be just outright transphobia, or hatred or mockery of transsex people. Either transsex people or transgendered people. As in people that may be of one physical gender, but feel as though they are another physical gender. Alright, so that's fairly normal. 50 or something years ago, people said gays are unnatural. But here in the 21st century, people know that gays are fairly common in the animal kingdom. Fucking stupid ads. Oh, fuck. Now, I need a thumbnail. I'll just search for the picture of J.K. Rowling. I need a thumbnail. So I can barely get anything from the article because the retards in the Times keep pushing me away, asking me to join them for me to read their stupid shit. Anyway, other than the Times being stupid, because they're a news article that wants you to pay to read them, it's fucking stupid. So J.K. Rowling, as you may know, has been in a lot of controversy because of tweeting many comments against many transgendered people. Though I cannot remember the tweets themselves, there are a lot of tweets in which J.K. Rowling voices anti-support, or basically stupidity or mockery against people that are transgendered, such as men that have become women, or women that have become men, that have become a form of man, just using surgery or by dressing up in the other gender. But if you are a man, but you feel as though you are a woman, that is alright. You are just a person feeling you are born in the other gender, as of vice versa. People should be allowed to identify the gender they prefer, except Apache Helicopter or other memes, because memes are overrated or stupid. Speaking of overrated or stupid, I will be talking about TikTok in a later video, if I have time for another upload. So, the point of the article, apparently J.K. Rowling has been talking with another person that is transphobic or stupid, and they are not just meeting up or anything. They are mocking or laughing at rage or fury of the transgendered. So these cunts have come to their little tea shop. They're happy, they're blind-minded, and they sit down and they actually laugh at people hating them for their stupidity. And they get off it, so J.K. Rowling is actually being entertained by people's fury because at J.K. Rowling's retardation. You see the problem here. J.K. Rowling is actually being entertained by people's fury at J.K.'s stupidity. I mean, for a person who is called Just Kidding Rowling, they should change their name. Their name is completely stupid. I mean, JK always means just kidding, and Rowling is always before Rowling on the floor. I guess it makes a bit of sense for JK to be laughing because of their name. JK, just kidding, rolling on floor, laughing. It just goes to show these conservatives are fucking scum. You know, the more J.K. Rowling is actually taken to prison and raped by people that may be transgendered, might be fitted, the greater. Just saying, J.K. Rowling is the type of person to be sort of entertained by people's hatred of their stupidity. There in this context being J.K. So J.K. Rowling is being entertained by people's anger at J.K.'s infinite stupidity. And you see the problem? J.K. being entertained by people's rightful fucking indignation. J.K. Rowling is literally being a troll, being entertained by people's rage, causing controversy to be fed or entertained, and not for any activism or any argumentative purpose. If you're wanting to know more about J.K. Rowling, I suggest you watch the video made by Sean, the pal of H. Bomber Guy. He puts all of Harry Potter, the actual franchise, into a lot of detail, talking about many times it is flawed. He mentions how it is just a fantasy book, so many things do not matter, and I take a lot of offense to that, because obviously even in a fantasy, everything matters. Meaning that Sean is a bit stupid. Just because it is a fantasy, that does not mean it can do anything, or get away with anything.